ever witnessed a moment so serene, so perfectly timed, that it felt like a message from the heavens?
This is a story about one such moment.
A story of a feather that fell during Fajr.
In a quiet little house,
Nestled in a neighborhood where the stars still lingered in the pre-dawn sky, a young mother was awake. Her newborn baby, a tiny bundle of joy, had stirred, as babies often do.
She gently rocked him, her heart full of a love so immense it felt like it could fill the universe.
the world outside was hushed, wrapped in the deep, peaceful silence that only exists in the moments just before the sun begins its ascent. This was the time for Fajr, the dawn prayer, a time of profound tranquility and connection.
As she looked out the window, watching the dark blue of the night slowly give way to the faintest hints of light, something caught her eye. It was a single, pure white feather.
It wasn't falling quickly or being tossed by the wind.
Instead, it floated down with a grace that seemed almost choreographed, spiraling gently, dancing in the still air.
It was as if it was descending from the heavens itself, a tiny, soft messenger making its way to earth.
She watched, mesmerized, as it drifted closer and closer to her window.
The world seemed to hold its breath. The usual morning sun's distant hum of an early car, the first chirp of a waking bird were all absent.
There was only the silence, the deepening twilight, and this one perfect white feather. It was a moment suspended in time, filled with a sense of wonder and awe. She felt a profound sense of peace settle over her, a feeling that everything in that moment was exactly as it should be.
The feather finally came to rest on the windowsill, glowing softly in the nascent light.
As her gaze fell upon it, a thought, clear and gentle as the feather itself, entered her mind. It felt less like her own thought and more like a whisper carried on the morning air. Angels are near when the world is quiet.
The words resonated deep within her soul.
It was a reminder that in these quiet, sacred hours of Fajr, when most of the world is asleep, a special kind of divine presence is felt. The angels descend, bearing mercy and blessings, witnessing the devotion of those who awaken to remember their Creator.
She looked down at her baby, who had been fussing just moments before.
He was now perfectly still, his eyes wide open, but not with distress. He was looking past her, towards the window, a look of serene curiosity on his tiny face.
And then he did something that melted his mother's heart completely.
A slow, beautiful smile spread across his lips, a smile of pure, untroubled contentment.
It was as if he too had seen the feather, as if he too had heard the gentle whisper and understood its meaning.
It was a smile that seemed to acknowledge the angelic presence, the peace that filled the room. After that brief, radiant smile, his eyelids grew heavy, and he drifted back into a deep, peaceful sleep. He didn't stir again.
He slept soundly, cradled not just in his mother's arms, but in the profound tranquility of the blessed morning.
The mother sat there for a long time, holding her sleeping child, her eyes fixed on the white feather on her windowsill.
It was more than just a feather. It was a signet tangible piece of a miraculous moment.
It was a reminder of the unseen wonders that surround us, especially in the holy hours of the early morning.
This simple, beautiful event taught her a profound lesson, one that she would carry in her heart forever. The morning, especially the time of Fajr, is not just the start of a new day. It is a time brimming with Allah's mercy, a period when the veil between our world and the divine seems at its thinnest. It's a time for reflection, for gratitude, and for feeling the closeness of our Creator and His celestial messengers. It's as an open invitation to fill our hearts with peace and our souls with light before the hustle and bustle of the day begins. That little white feather was a symbol of hope, a promise of peace.
And a beautiful testament to the idea that the most profound messages often come in the quietest, most gentle of forms.
So, the next time you find yourself awake in the quiet hours of the dawn, take a moment, Look out your window. Listen to the silence. You might not see a feather fall, but you can be sure that the air is filled with blessings, that angels are near, and that Allah's mercy is descending upon the world. Embrace that peace and carry it with you throughout your day.
Thank you for listening to this story.
I hope it brought a little bit of that morning serenity into your day. If you enjoyed it, please like, share, and subscribe for more stories that touch the heart and soul. Until next time, may your days be filled with peace and blessings.